Ladies and gentlemen, my dear agents of chaos, gather around for today. I don't come to you as a mere speaker, but as the embodiment of the whispers in your head, the voice you drown in daylight, but cling to in the darkest moments of your being. You've tried to ignore it, tried to bury it deep within, but I know it's there. That voice that stirs your deepest desires, your fiercest rage, your darkest dreams. The one that tells you to reach out, to take what's yours, to conquer whatever stands in your way. You've heard it before, but you haven't fully embraced it. Today, I invite you to let that voice rise to the surface and hear it like never before. The story I bring you is not a story of faint hope or soft promises, no. It is a tale woven from the fabric of destiny, a path paved in blood, sweat, and the ashes of all those who dared to stand against the unstoppable force that you are. There are whispers, yes, but there are also predictions, terrifying, beautiful, and absolute. They gave your photo to a psychic, and their prediction left everyone stunned. But let me tell you, my friends, the truth behind this prediction is not one of blind fortune telling, but of power waiting to be unleashed. Imagine it now, a figure gazing at your face, a reflection of everything you have been and everything you have yet to become. The psychic sees through the layers of skin and bone, beyond the exterior you so carefully present to the world. They peer into the depths of your soul, and with a single glance, they speak a prophecy, a prediction that shakes them to their core, that leaves everyone around you speechless. But why? Why does this vision unsettle them? Why does it rock their world? It is because they see you. They see the truth about you, the darkness, the power, the wrath and the fury you hold within, waiting for the right moment to burst forth. You've heard them, the naysayers, the ones who call you weak, the ones who underestimate you, who dare to put limits on you, the ones who tell you that your dreams are foolish, your ambitions too grand, your thirst for greatness too consuming. They don't understand what you are capable of. They look at you and see a face, a body, a person they can manipulate, control, dismiss. They look at you and see the past, but they don't know the future that lies in your hands. They see the cracks, the flaws, the moments of weakness, but they cannot see the fire that burns behind your eyes. They cannot see the storm that rages inside you, waiting for the right moment to break free. And this psychic, this so-called reader of fates, saw something they couldn't fathom. They looked at your photo and saw not just a reflection of who you were, but a glimpse of who you are about to become. The psychics saw the rise of a force they couldn't understand, a wave of destruction and creation that would leave the world in awe and terror. This is no ordinary prediction, no vague reading of the stars or flipping of tarot cards. This is the truth, a truth that stirs something primal inside you, a truth that makes your heart race and your blood run cold. The prediction is simple. You will rise, you will conquer, and you will become a legend. Whether the world welcomes it or not, the world will tremble beneath your feet, and those who thought themselves your betters will be crushed under the weight of your ambitions. You are not meant for mediocrity. You are not meant to fade into the background of life's mundane canvas. No, you are meant to carve your name into the annals of history, to stain the world with the mark of your greatness. But the world will not give you this greatness freely. No, it will resist you. It will fight you. It will try to drown you in its indifference, to bury you beneath its endless expectations, its rules, its limitations. It will tell you that you are not worthy, that you are just another face in the crowd, another cog in the machine. But here's the truth. Every time the world tries to break you, it only strengthens you. Every time It tells you no. It fuels the fire that burns inside you, the fire that drives you to push harder, to climb higher, to tear down every obstacle in your path. The psychics saw this in your face. They saw the inevitable rise of a force that could not be stopped, a force that could not be contained by the fragile constructs of society. They saw you, not as the person you are now, but as the monster you are destined to become. And that is the truth that will send chills down your spine and send your heart into overdrive. The monster is already inside you. It's always been there. The question is not whether you will become it, but when. The world has always feared the unknown, but what it truly fears is the potential for someone like you to rise, someone who has nothing left to lose, someone who has embraced their own darkness and has learned to wield it like a weapon. You are that someone. The moment you stop seeking validation from others, the moment you stop caring about what the world thinks of you, the moment you realize that you are the storm, you will see how powerless the world truly is in comparison to the force you are becoming. You've been told that greatness comes to those who wait, to those who are patient, to those who play by the rules. But that is a lie. Greatness comes to those who dare to break the rules, who dare to tear down the walls that others have built to keep them confined. It comes to those who choose to embrace the chaos, to let it consume them, and in doing so, they reshape the world to their will. This is the power that the psychic saw in your photo. This is the truth that they couldn't comprehend. The moment they looked into your eyes, they saw the chaos that swirled within you, and it scared them. But why should it scare you? Why should you hesitate to embrace that chaos, to give in to the darkness that calls your name? You see, it's only in the chaos that we are truly free. It's only in the chaos that we can be ourselves, unburdened by the expectations of the world, unchained from the lies they tell us about who we should be. And in that freedom, there is power. There is freedom to act without hesitation, to take what you want, to carve your own path, no matter who tries to stop you. And the world will try to stop you. It will throw everything at you: doubt, fear, opposition, even violence. But remember this: every attack against you is an attempt to stifle your power. Every challenge is an opportunity for you to grow stronger. And every time they try to break you, they only make you more dangerous. They do not know the power that they are awakening in you, the power that has been lying dormant, waiting for the right moment to emerge. They will tell you that your dreams are too big, that your vision is too grand, that you are not capable of achieving everything you desire. But that is the trap. That is the lie they want you to believe. They want you to doubt yourself. They want you to shrink back, to play small, to live within the boundaries they set for you. But you were never meant to live within those boundaries. You were never meant to settle for less. The psychics saw this truth. They saw the person you are destined to become, and it terrified them. They saw the darkness in your heart, the drive in your soul, the hunger in your veins. They saw the one who would rise above the noise, the one who would carve their name into the sky with blood and fire. They saw the monster that you were always meant to be. And now, my dear agents of chaos, it is time for you to see it too. It is time for you to stop hiding, to stop running from the power within you. It is time for you to stop listening to the voices that tell you to play it safe, to fit in, to conform. The world doesn't want you to stand out. It doesn't want you to succeed, but you were never meant for their world. You were meant for something greater. So take that power, embrace it, use it to burn down the walls that hold you back, to tear down the systems that try to control you, to obliterate the lies that keep you from reaching your true potential. The psychics saw your future and it terrified them, but you know what? It shouldn't terrify you. It should exhilarate you, because this is your time. The darkness is yours to wield. The chaos is yours to control. And the world is yours for the taking. Do you hear me? It is yours, every inch of it, waiting for you to claim it, to leave your mark on it, to shape it into whatever twisted, glorious vision you have in the depths of your soul. You were never meant to stand on the sidelines, watching as others play the game. No, you were meant to be the one pulling the strings, bending the world to your will, making them all bow down to your power, to your presence. And that psychic, they saw what's coming. They saw the terror you'll leave in your wake, the chaos you'll unleash, and the fire you'll ignite. They saw a glimpse of your destiny, and it shattered them, left them speechless, because they knew they could never stop it. But you know something they don't understand? You are the one who has the power to control it. They saw it, but they didn't see the truth behind it, the truth that lies within you. The world doesn't have to be your enemy. The world doesn't have to be something to fear, something to avoid, something to resent. No, the world is your playground. The people in it, the ones who try to hold you back, the ones who call you crazy, who mock you, who tell you that you cannot rise. These are the ones who will fall. These are the ones who will be swept away in the storm that you're about to bring. The moment you stop running from your darkness, the moment you stop listening to the voices that tell you to be small, to be weak, to conform, you unlock something far more powerful than anything they could ever understand. They can't comprehend what you are. They can't grasp the depth of your ambition, your hunger, your willingness to do whatever it takes. Because when you embrace that darkness, when you feed it, when you let it consume every part of you, that's when you realize the true power you have. It's not a power that can be seen in the light. No, this is a power that thrives in the shadows, that rises in the stillness of the night when no one is watching, when no one believes in you. But you will rise. You will rise, and they won't be able to stop you. Every obstacle they place in your path, every challenge they throw at you, will only serve to make you stronger. They want you to stay where you are, to stay in your place, to stay within the confines of their expectations. But you're different. You're not like them. You're not a cog in the machine. You're the one who will shatter that machine, the one who will break free from the chains that bind you, the one who will bring everything crumbling down, leaving nothing but chaos and opportunity in your wake. Do you know why people are afraid of you? It's not because of your physical strength, not because of your appearance, not because of anything surface level. People fear you because they sense your power. They sense that you are a force to be reckoned with, and that terrifies them. You've always known this, haven't you? You've always known that you were meant for more, that you were meant to be more. They saw you, the psychic saw you, and they knew it deep down. They knew that there is something inside of you that cannot be extinguished, that will never be silenced. There are those who would try to tell you that you're just another face in the crowd, that you're just another name among millions, that your ambitions are meaningless. But those are the lies that the weak tell themselves to justify their own failure, to make themselves feel better about their own insignificance. They try to make you believe that you have limits, that you have boundaries, that you should just be content with what you have, that you should just settle for the hand you've been dealt. But you are not one of them. You were never meant to settle. You were never meant to fit into their box, to live within the confines of their small, limited world. No, you were meant to tear that box apart, to crush it beneath your feet, to rise above them all and show them that the world is yours for the taking. The psychic didn't see just another person. They didn't see just another victim of the system, another puppet in the game. No, they saw a warrior. They saw someone with a fire inside them that could not be extinguished. Someone who would burn everything in their path to get what they want. And yes, it frightened them. It scared them to their very core, because they knew what would happen when you finally embraced your true power, when you stopped denying who you really are, when you stopped trying to fit into a mold that was never meant for you. They saw the rise of someone unstoppable, someone who would leave a legacy, someone who would make history. And now, it's your turn to see it too. It's your turn to stop pretending. Stop pretending that you're anything less than extraordinary. Stop pretending that you're not capable of greatness. Stop pretending that you're not worthy of the world you've always dreamed of. Because here's the thing, you are worthy. The world doesn't get to decide your worth. You do. You decide what you will accept. You decide how high you will rise. You decide how far you will go. And when you decide to take everything you want, when you decide that nothing can stand in your way, you'll see that there is nothing that can stop you. People will try to tell you that you need to wait, that you need to be patient, that you need to play the game by their rules. But those are just the lies of the weak, the ones who cannot see what you see, the ones who cannot feel what you feel. Because here's the truth. The moment you stop waiting for permission, the moment you stop asking for validation, the moment you take control of your own destiny, that is when you truly begin to live. And when you begin to live with no fear, no hesitation, no doubts, that is when the world will bow before you. They'll try to control you. They'll try to tell you that you need to fall in line, that you need to wait your turn, that you need to play by their rules. But you know what? You are the storm. You are the force that will tear through their carefully constructed world, shattering everything in your path. And the best part? They won't see it coming. They'll never expect you to rise the way you will. They'll never expect the power you hold, the force you will unleash. They'll never know what hit them. You've been told that you can't have it all, that you have to choose between your dreams and reality. But why settle for anything less than everything? Why allow anyone to tell you that you can't have what's rightfully yours? You have the potential to take it all, to conquer it all, and it's time you realize that. It's time you realize that the chains holding you back are nothing more than illusions, nothing more than the fears and doubts that you've allowed to control you for far too long, but not anymore. Not now. Not when you've seen the truth, when you've embraced the chaos, when you've finally acknowledged that the world is yours. So what will you do with this power? What will you do with this destiny? Will you shrink back, hide from the greatness that is meant for you? Or will you take what is yours, rise up, and let the world tremble beneath your feet? The choice is yours, but remember, this is the moment you've been waiting for. This is the moment you've been building towards. And now, the world will see you for what you are. They'll see you for the monster you've become, the force of nature that cannot be stopped, the one who will burn the world down and rebuild it in their image. The world is yours, my friends, and you will take it with fire, with fury, and with the unstoppable will of a soul destined to rule. You will rise as a king or a queen of your own making, unchallenged and untouchable, a force unlike any the world has ever known. You won't simply take what's yours, you will claim it with every ounce of your being, and once it's in your grasp, you will reshape it to reflect the power that courses through your veins. You won't be molded by the expectations of society or by the chains they try to bind you with. You won't bow to their rules, their norms, or their perception of what success is. Number You will set the rules. You will define success, not by their standards, but by your own. And the world will follow. The psychics saw it. They saw the moment when you would cast off the shackles that bind you and step into the full weight of your potential. They saw you as a storm that could not be contained, a beast who would tear down walls, shatter illusions, and reign in a world that so desperately tries to control you. But that's the thing about control. When you know you're capable of ruling, when you've tasted the power that lies in your bones, there's no going back. Once you've tasted power, you don't just accept being a bystander in life. You don't just blend into the crowd. You step out and you command the space you occupy. You draw everyone's attention. You force them to notice your rise, and you leave them with no choice but to bow in acknowledgement, for you are the one they all feared would come. But don't mistake this for mere bravado. What you're feeling inside, this pulse of ambition, this searing hunger to claim your place in the world, is not something that can be easily extinguished. It is not something that will fade when the challenges get tough, when the doubters speak louder, when the world tries to push you back down into the darkness from which you came. No, this hunger only grows, only intensifies. It is a hunger that cannot be satisfied by half measures or fleeting victories. You will push and push until every door is forced open, every boundary shattered, and every lie exposed for what it is. You will not rest until the world knows your name, until the world recognizes you as the force that cannot be defeated. Now, there will be those who try to diminish you, to remind you that others have tried and failed, that they too have dreamed big, reached for the stars, and found themselves broken and defeated. They'll tell you that the price of greatness is too high, that it comes with too many sacrifices, too much pain. They'll warn you that your dreams are unattainable, that the world is far too unforgiving for someone like you to rise above it all. But you know better, don't you? You've always known better. Greatness is not for the weak-hearted. It is not for those who lack the courage to stand up and take what's theirs. Greatness is for those who embrace the chaos, who walk through fire and emerge unscathed, for those who refuse to be silenced. You will encounter resistance along the way. You will encounter those who attempt to sabotage your progress, those who will try to bury your potential beneath their own failures, their own insecurities. But you know what they can't do. They can't stop you. Not when you've chosen to live outside the lines, when you've chosen to break free from the mold, when you've chosen to embrace the parts of yourself that they would rather see hidden. You were born to challenge the status quo, to disrupt the order of things, to bring about change that will echo through generations. The world, as it stands today, is not made for someone like you, but that is where your power lies. It is in your refusal to accept things as they are. It is in your ability to see beyond the surface, beyond the limitations others have set, and to envision something greater. And when you decide to stop playing by their rules, when you stop letting them dictate your path, that's when you unlock your full potential. That's when the psychic saw you, when they saw you breaking free of their narrow perception of what you could become, when they saw the power that was always within you. And you know something? The world is afraid of that power. It is afraid of what happens when someone realizes they don't need permission to rise, when someone realizes that they can shape their own future. The psychic was stunned by what they saw because they understood what that power could mean. For the world, for the systems in place, for those who depend on you remaining insignificant. They saw that the moment you decided to take control, to stop playing small, was the moment everything changed. But the world will not give you this power without a fight. The system will push back. The people who benefit from the way things are will try to bring you down, to make you question yourself, to make you second-guess your choices. But you must stand firm. You must stand tall in the face of their opposition, for their fear of you is the only thing that will fuel you. Every insult, every setback, every failure is nothing but a stepping stone in your journey, a test of your resilience, a challenge to your unwavering belief in your right to rule. You may feel doubt, you may feel moments of hesitation, but understand this. Those feelings are not a sign of weakness, they are a sign of your humanity. It's natural to question yourself when you're about to step into a realm where only the strongest survive. But it is in those moments of doubt that your true strength lies, not in the absence of fear, but in your ability to continue despite it. The storm inside you won't be quieted by fear. It won't be quieted by doubt. It will only grow louder, more ferocious, more unstoppable. You were not born to fade into the background. You were born to be seen. You were born to dominate. And the moment you stop seeking approval, the moment you stop needing validation, the moment you stop asking for permission, that is when the world will begin to tremble. Because when you know your worth, when you know what you're capable of, when you see the future in your hands and you claim it without hesitation, that is when the world will have no choice but to follow. They will look at you, and they will know that you are a force that cannot be stopped. This is the power that the psychics saw in you. This is what left them stunned. They saw the unwavering will of a soul who has accepted their destiny. They saw a force so relentless, so focused that nothing could deter it. They saw the fire in your eyes, the determination in your soul, and they knew that once you decided to unleash your full potential, there was no stopping you. Now, as you stand on the precipice of your future, remember that the world is only as strong as the people who believe it is. And you, my friends, are the ones who will reshape it. You are the ones who will redefine the very meaning of success. You will write your own history, carve your own path, and leave behind a legacy that will be remembered long after you're gone. And when the world looks back on the storm you've created, they'll realize something profound, that the world was never meant to break you. It was always meant to make you unstoppable. So now, with the world at your feet, with the future in your grasp, take what's yours. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. The time is now. You have been given this power for a reason, and it's time you step into the role you were born to play. With your unstoppable will, with your soul destined to rule, you will leave a mark on this world that will never fade. A mark that will echo through the ages as a reminder that the true power always lies within those who dare to claim it. In the end, the world is yours for the taking, and nothing, not fear, not doubt, not opposition, can stand in your way. You were born to rise, to rule, to leave a legacy that will echo through time. The moment you embrace your power, stop asking for permission, and unleash the relentless force within you, the world will bow to your will. Your destiny is not a question, it is a certainty. So take what is yours, carve your path, and let the storm of your ambition sweep through everything in its path. The time to rise is now, and you are unstoppable.